This isn't your average day in the life or week in the life. I don't know what it's going to be yet. This is about purpose and documenting the process and understanding that even the most humblest beginnings, you can make something out of nothing. Let's get it. Man, so I don't even know where to start, but we just gonna let it flow. Now, I have went from being a content creator myself, then going through depression and helping other content creators create their content, and then getting back into content of my own, having a podcast, gaining an audience with that, and then losing a sense of my own creativity and allowing for others to define what my creativity or art that I produce looks like. So I am working and being intentional on getting back to just myself, my creativity, my art, whatever vision that may be in my mind, because it's only in my mind. It's in this noggin, not yours. With that being said, I wrote down one question that will help me clear out all of the scattered brain, all of the imposter syndrome, all of the crazy thoughts that run through my mind. And the question is, what personal fulfillment or growth do I seek from creating content, consistent content? Well, let's get right into it. So for starters, I have learned the importance of documenting the process. Literally, my come up off of graphics, the transition from YouTube to having a whole creative agency and doing thumbnails for all of these different content creators, I just learned to document the process. And in the midst of that, I stopped documenting the process simply because of what I was going through. Literally right now, I have been staying at my godparents' crib for over the last year. And as you can see, I'm at a laundromat washing my clothes. Now, I don't have to do this, but it's just easier for me to do so. So that way, me and my family schedule in the house doesn't combine when it comes to washing clothes or cooking food. And over time, I have learned that I have a habit of just not documenting the process when the circumstances aren't exactly as I pictured. So with me staying at my godparents' house, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna wait till I get an apartment. And then that turned into, me waiting for a year, not really knowing what I'm gonna do once I moved out to Atlanta, but just knowing that I need to be in Atlanta in order to just build further connections, have my own sense of independence as a 21-year-old entrepreneur. And patience was the main thing that I learned. I learned that patience is a virtue, and these sayings aren't just something that's just being said just for the fun of it. It actually means something that has substance. I was being so impatient just with my process, thinking, once I moved out to Georgia, I was only gonna stay at my godparents' place for a certain amount of time and then boom, just move into an apartment. But God didn't make the plan that way because his vision for me is way bigger than what I could ever picture. You dig what I'm saying? So with documenting the process, I've stopped, but now I learned, let me document where I am right now. So that way you don't just see all of the fruits of my labor, but you see the actual work being put in. So that is one of the fulfillments that I seek out of getting content. Documenting the process, not worrying about what other people are thinking. I feel like for so long, I really just have been thinking like, dang, I don't want to create content. I don't feel as though I'm being myself or creating my art in the way I feel most authentic to, because I'm just thinking about everybody. I'm thinking about what Casey from over the block is gonna say. I'm thinking about what Contrell is gonna say over here. And I just realized that don't really matter. Just create the content. You'll learn as you go. Everything don't have to be perfect because you gotta start from somewhere, from humble beginnings. And most of the time, there's so much content out here in this world. People see your content today and they forget about it tomorrow. As long as you keep showing up in their face and improving your content, that is what they remember. They remember the work ethic. They remember the consistency, the discipline to keep going.
All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow, yo.
And that's honestly what makes the journey worthwhile. Starting from where you are, no matter the circumstances. If I fall, best believe I'ma get back up. I'm not Humpty Dumpty, who had a big fall
and stayed down.
I'm more like the Incredibles, taking the hits, bouncing back, and turning my adversity into one of the greatest comeback stories of all time. And that's exactly why I create. Every moment matters, not just the polished results, but the setbacks, the struggles, and the grit that shapes the journey. My content is my creative outlet, my way of shaping stories exactly how I see them. No rules, no limits, just me bringing my vision to life. Because at the end of the day gotta end. And if I don't tell my story, who will? Okay.
Act normal.
Act normal. Before we start the shoot, am I able to ask you some questions for the vlog? Okay. What made you trust me to do like the shoot?
Because I believe you have an eye already and talent. The learning obstacles of studio lighting, I knew we could figure out together. But I knew most importantly was that you had an eye to actually capture it.
Do you feel as though, how you doing? Other question, is there anything that you've seen in me that kind of reminded you of your younger self?
Yeah, being very eager and being like a sponge to absorb, always working and always looking for art and creating and always trying to perfect and better yourself.
That's good. Okay, and the last question is, what's one thing you want me to like always remember for like longevity in my career?
Most definitely that relationships are more valuable than money.
That's good. I like that. Thank you. And that right there is exactly why I move the way I do. Money comes and goes, but impact, that lasts forever. I'm not just here to make a quick check. I'm here to build something that people feel. I don't just want to tell stories. I want to create worlds, capture emotions, and shift culture. My work isn't just for today. It's for generations to come. And let's be real, my brand will be a household name. Your mama will know. Your pops will know. Your auntie and uncle will know. And to your unborn child, tell them I said, "What's good?" Tre'Vion Horne-Smith, Royal Tre'Vion, RoyalTMadeIt. Whatever floats your boat, just know the name will be known. Because this isn't just a brand, it's a legacy. Built on tenacity, authenticity, and creativity. And when it's all said and done, they won't just remember the name, they'll remember how it made them feel.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. Just working.
You feel overwhelmed?
What'd you say?
You feel overwhelmed?
No.
Very talented brother, Trey. You know that?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot better, bro. Yeah. You're coming out with some work lately.
I'm building a community where creatives own their individuality, chase their wildest dreams, and bet on themselves. Life isn't just about working and paying bills. It's about alignment, purpose, and becoming the best version of you. And as Jim Rohn once said, work harder on yourself than you do on that goddamn job, because this is just the beginning. Trust me.